Level 1, the applicant. You fill out the form, you answer every question honestly. You fly to Virginia on your own dime, sit across from a man in a gray suit for 4 hours, and tell him things you've never told anyone. You pass the interview, you pass the polygraph, you do everything right. 3 weeks later, a form letter arrives. 2 paragraphs. Thank you for your interest. We've decided to move forward with other candidates. No explanation, no appeal, no reason. Maybe it was a college roommate who once got arrested. Maybe it was your hands shaking during the polygraph. Maybe you were perfect and they just had someone better that week. You'll never know. You spend the next 10 years wondering. Level 2, the trainee. You make it to the farm. 9,000 acres in rural Virginia. You wake at 5, run 5 miles, spend your days learning to become someone harder, someone capable of things the old you couldn't imagine. Week 11, a surveillance exercise in Richmond. They catch you outside a department store. You didn't notice the woman from the coffee shop now reading a newspaper 40 feet away. Small mistake, fatal mistake. It's the 3rd time this month. A man who has served in 6 countries tells you that you have tremendous potential. Then he tells you this isn't the right fit. Your key card stops working at 9:14 in the morning. You drive home, carrying the ghost of the person you almost became. Level 3, the case officer. 3 years into your posting in Eastern Europe, you have an asset inside the foreign ministry, a bureaucrat with gambling debts and access to diplomatic cables. You spent 8 months building him. You consider him your best work. What you don't know is that he was turned 6 months ago. Every meeting photographed, every dead drop watched, every piece of intelligence he gave you was approved by his handlers. They know your real name, your cover address, where you run in the mornings. They find you in a parking garage on a Wednesday evening. The official report calls it a robbery gone wrong. Your wallet is missing. Your cover holds, even in death. Washington gets a cable. A code name is retired. Level 4. The knock. You are a businessman. A passport, a LinkedIn profile, a consulting firm with real clients who have no idea what you do. You travel to countries where America has no official presence. You haven't seen your handlers in 2 years. Your family thinks you quit the government long ago. Your cover gets blown in a country with no U.S. embassy within 1,000 miles. You're picked up at 2 in the morning with nothing that connects you to anyone who could help you. Washington gets the call. They make the decision in 4 minutes. The CIA has never heard of you. The State Department has never heard of you. You do not exist. You spend 4 years in a foreign prison waiting for a rescue that isn't coming. You die of an infection any American hospital could have treated in a weekend. No one claims the body. Level 5, the paramilitary officer. Afghanistan, a compound on the edge of a mountain village. Intelligence says high-value target, confirmed by 2 independent sources. Your team moves in at 3 in the morning. You've done this 40 times. The intelligence is wrong. The target isn't there. When you breach the first door, the people inside are not who the file said they'd be. They're armed. They're scared. There are more of them than anyone knew. You take fire from 3 directions. Your training takes over. You do everything right. It's not enough. You make it 200 meters. The official report says you died in a training accident in a country you were never officially present in. The condolence letter sent to your family is signed by someone whose name they don't recognize. Level 6, the team leader. Libya. 6 weeks in a country coming apart at every seam. You found the chemical weapons they said didn't exist and destroyed them in place. Mission success. Everyone goes home. That's how it was supposed to go. The ambush happens on the last night. 2 vehicles disabled, 1 man down, 2 more wounded, 1 helicopter, 12 minutes. You count bodies, you count seats. You make the calculation every team leader hopes they never have to make. You stay behind. The helicopter comes back 40 minutes later. You're still at the perimeter, still alive, barely. You don't make it to the hospital. Your own death letter is written by someone who never met you, based on a file they were handed that morning. Level 7, the station chief. You survived bullets in 3 countries. A car bomb in Beirut, an ambush that should have killed your entire team. You survived all of it. What kills you is the desk. 15 years of 4-hour nights, a shoulder never properly set, knees destroyed by too many hard landings, ringing in your ears that never goes away. You're 54 and you feel 70. The doctors have told you 3 times to slow down. You have not slowed down. A Tuesday morning, your assistant finds you face down on your desk at 8:40. A classified cable is still open on your screen. Heart attack. The kind that doesn't give you a warning. Your family is notified by a man in a gray suit who tells them almost nothing. Level 8. The Black Site Commander. You retire quietly. A house in Virginia. A pension. A garden. A dog who loves you anyway. For 2 years, it's fine. Then it isn't. A sound that shouldn't bother you. A dream that keeps coming back. You've been trained to compartmentalize. You use these techniques for 30 years. They stop working. The faces come at night. The rooms you ran. The things you authorized in those rooms. You still believe it was necessary. Most mornings you can make yourself believe it, but belief and sleep are different things. They find you on a Wednesday. The agency sends someone to handle the paperwork before the police arrive. The cause of death is listed as natural causes. It is, in a way. Level 9. The Division Director. Retired 3 years. You write nothing. You say nothing. You live quietly in a neighborhood where nobody knows what you did, and you intend to keep it that way. What you can't undo is 30 years of enemies. Intelligence services across a dozen countries whose networks you dismantled, whose assets you burned, whose colleagues died because of operations you signed off on from a desk in Virginia. They are patient. These things take years. They're just waiting for you to stop being careful. A restaurant in Vienna you've been to before. That was the mistake. Not a dramatic one, a human one. The kind everyone makes eventually. A car bomb. The news calls it a tragic accident. 6 foreign intelligence services quietly close a file. A retired private citizen, no official affiliation, killed in a freak accident abroad. Level 10. The Ghost. You make it to 79. Natural causes, genuinely. Your heart stops in the night in a small house in Virginia. The dog is at the foot of the bed. The garden is coming in well. You don't wake up. There are worse ways to go. You've seen most of them. 3 people attend the service. 2 are agency security, making sure nothing sensitive gets said. The 3rd is a former colleague who found out through channels you can't explain. He doesn't say much. He knows what you did. He did some of it with you. No obituary. No grave marker with your real name. A week later, a man with a chisel adds 1 star to the wall at Langley. No name, no date. 140 others just like it. Somewhere tonight, a young person is filling out an application on the CIA website. They're thinking about service, about meaning. They have no idea what they're signing up for. They'll learn. They always do.